everyone, you are welcome to Sylvia Lane. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it, for He has made it for us. Today we're going to talk about emotions. Emotions that really run high. Emotions that really make us cry. Emotions that really make us laugh. Most people don't know how to handle their emotions. Most people even believe that sometimes emotions are not even what it's supposed to be. That most times that we haven't even thinking that why are we so emotional? No, you are created with emotions. We have different, you will not believe, some people just think about the first 4, 5 or 6 emotions, but we have more than 80 emotions. There's the one they call infamia, there's the one they call, you're disgusted. There's different kind of emotions, but I'm going to focus on the first few 5 that are really, really very, very popular. Like the emotion of cry, laughter, joy, emotion of sadness, the emotion of low self-worth, the emotion of disgusted, different kind of emotions that we have. Emotion is a good thing. Some of us think that emotion is not a good thing, that I don't have to show my emotion. No. When you are emotional, for example, you are bereaved or something happened to you, want to cry, let people go ahead and cry. Because if you don't cry, that emotion is going to hunt you down and press you down and make you feel I didn't get what I want to do. And you know what? Crying emotion really, really, kind of reduces those stress that's making you not to feel what you are feeling somehow tight inside. Immediately you cry, you get yourself out. The laughter emotion expresses you so much. The joy emotion makes you feel top of the world. The emotion of sadness makes you feel, okay, let me see where this thing is coming from. The problem is when you don't handle the emotions well, it becomes a problem. But as long as you handle your emotion well, you don't have any problem. Your emotion is intact as long as you handle it very, very well and genuine. You have a very good case to judge there. Because why? We are created with emotion. We are human beings that runs with emotion. Emotion of anger, emotion of, sometimes some people feel low self-worth. Yes, it's an emotion too. When you feel a little bit low self-worth. Sometimes you feel high. Sometimes the weather also influences you. Sometimes your mood influences you. Your financial background influences you. How you grew up influences you. There are some people you don't even express, you don't let people know what you're feeling. But in the right mood, we're supposed to express our emotion. Like the Bible says that do not let your anger go down the next day. So do not let the sun go down on your anger. That is actually what the Bible says, which means it encourages emotion. Even Jesus Christ cried. That was a cry of compassion on Lazarus, and then before he woke him up. So there are so many emotions that we have that is normal to express those emotions. Some people, you say don't cry, like they say the man should not cry. No, let them be. The man should cry. When he cries, those emotions, that thing that is really worrying him comes low and comes, it will not really kind of disturb him much again, because he has removed that adrenaline that is boiling in him. Maybe if he cries, he will not get to the top, because there's a one they call the one that comes after anger is more, that one is called wrath. That one can lead to somebody committing another thing. So it's better to let the person cry. If you see somebody that is into that kind of emotion, let him cry. Let him cry. We can really, really inspire ourselves. We can really, really motivate ourselves. It's not, you don't have to wait for a motivational speaker to motivate you, or a friend to motivate you, or any other person to motivate you. But you can really, really motivate yourself. When you motivate yourself, you find out that you can really, really have control over some certain issues. I've watched so many videos on people saying how to control anger. I even have a video on how to control anger, how to clamp down on your anger and everything. But yes, have you ever had a video of how to control your laughter? Have you ever had a video on how to control your sadness, your happiness? Those things, the people feel that is something that, you see, it is all emotions. But because anger is a very deadly emotion, we seem to make more videos on it. Even happiness, everything, they are all emotions, but they should be handled in a very careful way. When you're a happy person, people want to be around you. When you're an angry person, people don't want to be around you. Okay? People don't want to be around you because you're not always happy. Because it's like an emotion overflows. Sometimes you stay near somebody that is feeling sleepy. The next thing you know, you begin to feel sleepy also. So emotions are not something we should not look at it as something that is that is off the gear. Some people say every time self you are no. Let the person express his emotion. It's only when it's excessive that it becomes a problem. But as long as that emotion is in the correct form, is being handled in the correct way, you don't have any problem. Those emotions are right emotions. All emotions are beneficial. They are beneficial to our healthy environment, our healthy growth. But there are emotions that you should also mind how you handle your emotion because of your children. Children copy a lot. Most times they don't even hear what you're saying, but they copy what you're doing. You see, you should be able to be careful, very, very careful how you handle emotions in front of your husband, in front of friends and everything. The only way is that the emotions are okay, but how you handle it is just there's some people that you see them laughing off. You think that is this person okay? No, the person is okay. It's just a way of expressing his own. Some people, after every sentence, they laugh. It's their own way of expressing things. And some people, they frown more than laughing. It doesn't mean that they are not good. All emotions are good, but as long as you handle it very well. Okay, so it is also this kind of emotion that flows you into loving people. If you're a person that's always happy, very fun to be around, you're a loving person, it flows around you. It flows, the thing that comes out of you flows and touches other people's life. See, so that is why I'm trying to speak about these emotions. Some people, I've been around so many people. I used to have a friend that I've been around her. I don't understand her, and I'm a bit confused. I said, why I don't understand this person? Because her emotions are very hidden. She doesn't express her emotions. She's the kind of person that she tries to bottle down her emotion, and it's killing her. So one day she even called me on the phone and she told me in another country. She told me that she doesn't know what to do. She has so much emotion bottled up inside her. It's as if she wants to explode. I told her, but this is not the right thing. I used to tell you, and I told her, I said, I used to tell you, this is the way you bottle your emotion. You make yourself feel as if you're invisible. No, you are not invisible. You are a human being. And human beings are meant to express their emotion. Only express it in the rightful way or in a positive way. Okay, the negative one also, sometimes somebody might be so bereaved. You see the person crying and rolling. They say, why is he crying like this? No. Or somebody died, maybe bereaved also, and the person doesn't even shed much tears. He sheds tears the way you that those things doesn't mean the person doesn't love the person. Everybody has different ways and forms of living, different ways of doing things. Okay, but I'm only encouraging you guys today that emotion is not a bad thing. Emotion is good. Just the way you handle your emotion. Don't let it get out of hand, and don't let it be like something that people will use to identify you with. Emotion is something that when you handle it in a properly way, people will love to be around you. People will love to say, wow, I love the way this guy handles his anger. I love the way this woman handles her when she's upset. I love the way this woman handles even when she's so there are emotions that we cannot just help it. Emotion of happiness. Happiness is something that boils from you. Nobody will tell you to control your happiness. No, it is not done. Because let's say somebody, maybe your husband gives you a gift of a car or something you have been wishing for. Like I'm always saying that I really want, if somebody can give me a gift of having the holidays outside this whole, maybe in one of the islands. You will tell me I should not be happy. I will be happy because those emotions are the ones that really, really propels us to whom we are, and our creativity really lies on our emotion. We create things based on the emotion, based on what we're feeling, based on what we are going through at a particular time. If we are going through something that is very, very, is very upsetting or something, you find out that your creativity goes down, and maybe your creativity goes more on that side. But if you're a very happy person at that particular time, you find that it overflows to your children, to your family, to your friends, and your creativity goes on the lighter way, on the shining mood. You even create more. Your creativity is more enhanced. I remember last time I was asking you what really influences us in our creativity, and I remember mentioning that emotions is one of the things that create us, that influence us in our creativity. Like a musician, you can imagine when a musician is trying to compose song or doing something that is he really likes, you find that he'll tell you that I created this music inspiration came to me when I had my first baby, or this music inspiration came to me when I got mine. It just gives you examples of what happened to him at that time that made him, you know, sang that song or compose that music. Some people say this movie came to me after so thing. Some people tell you this thing happened to me after so time. And sometimes being a YouTuber and being a content creator, sometimes I am being motivated. I'm being pushed. I'm being, I sometimes I get moved by some emotions that runs in me. Sometimes I like this one I'm doing now is what really happened to me yesterday. I was a little bit above the handle, so I came up with and I said, let me make a video on this. I need to help people the way if I'm helping myself, I cannot just keep this to myself. I have to help people. I have to also, people need to know that these emotions are not wrong emotions, but just depends on the way we handle it. And no matter how you handle your emotion, it does not mean that emotion is like sparks and the next minute you're down, the next minute you're low, but it doesn't make you a bad person. It does not make you a bad person as long as you know how to keep them under control. Guys, I have to stop here because I still have to find a way to link this emotion to another story I have to tell you. I think this emotion story have to connect with something I'm about to say. It's a very deep story, but the story, because of my time, I may not want to go further today. But it's because there's a story that has really touched me for a very long time. This story is a story about myself, but it's not a full story like a life history, but a particular story based on emotion. And that story needs a lot of time for me to tell you people that story. That is why I wanted to start with this emotion. But one of these days, I promise you guys, I'm going to give you people that story. That story is a story of my own emotions. Thank you very much and remain blessed. But don't forget to subscribe, like and share this story. Share this video. I'm sure it's going to help somebody also.